Hey everybody, welcome back to the one of the first pre-launch flight streams. I am your host Matthew on this stream, and today, you know, things are happening at Starbase, and some of them may be good, some of them maybe not so much. So let's go ahead and hop right into this. Weather is the big concern for the launch. As you can sort of see in my background here, I do have Starship. Let me go ahead and see. Yep, there. As you can see Starship in the background. So, yeah, oh, whoops. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to keep that on. So, Starship is in a little bit of a pickle right now. Weather is it's we're not doing so great weather-wise, to say the least. So I am going to actually show you guys some of the weather at Starbase currently. So I'm going to move this over here so that I can show you all this. So let me go ahead. It is the City of Starbase website will be the quickest way for me to do this. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys this because it's nothing bad so far. This is a very interesting thing right now. Let me go ahead and show you this. Road delay. Description: Ship 37th pre-launch transport. Date: August 23rd from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. or 10 p.m. Jeez. That's literally the day before the flight. So it's a little late. I'm hoping that they're still on track to launch on I hope they're still on track to launch on Sunday. That does give me a little bit of worry that they may not be on track to launch on Sunday. Let me check their socials and their website. So socials still say August 24th at 6:55. To be fair, we have seen them roll out the ship like right as they're going to right as they're about to launch, or like the day before they're about to launch. So I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. Let me go ahead and check SpaceX's website, because on X it does not say anything different. So, and I don't know when they posted this update, because I was just on like a little bit ago. So yeah, it still says August 24th, 2025. So I'm hoping that we're still on track for August 24th. Let me go ahead and show you the weather. Weather is a big concern here. So if we go here and we go to, oh wait, just right here, weather conditions, and let me share this tab instead. I go screen. Okay, so as you can see here, we have humidity, so this is today. So we need to look down right here. So today, sunny. Tonight, Saturday, chance of thunderstorms. Saturday night, chance of thunderstorms likely. Sunday, it now says showers likely. So if we go down to Sunday right here, showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm, partly sunny with a high near 90 degrees, light and variable wind becoming east 5 to 10 miles per hour in the afternoon. Chance of precipitation is 70. And then Sunday night, a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low of around 79. Southeast winds 3 to 8 miles per hour. Now, if we do go ahead and go to some of these other sites, so let me go ahead and search up weather, and we will get weather for Starbase. So let me go ahead and weather at Starbase. Okay, show this tab. All right. So as you can see, Friday, meh. Saturday is a 45% chance of precipitation. And then on Sunday, there's also a 45% chance of precipitation. Now, this is like the percents throughout the day. So around 2 a.m., it's about around 2 a.m., it's about a 40% chance, 5 a.m., 25, 6 or 8 a.m., 20, 11 a.m., 20, 2 p.m., 20. So the launch window is about in this area right here. So I'm going to go ahead and say that. So if this is 5, 6, 7, 8, so the launch is going to be happening my time at least from 6 to 7. This will be for 5. So I'm going to go right here. I'm going to say that weather is not going to be a too bad of an issue inside of the actual window. I think throughout the day it'll be a problem, but not inside the actual window. I think it'll be okay inside of the window. But there are a whole bunch of different news outlets that are saying stuff about the different weather. Like here, let me show you this. Daily, and then we go to daily and we wait for it to load. Sunday is this. Let me see if I can click on this. Okay. Let's see. Wind gusts 16 miles per hour, wind 7 miles per hour, hour of precipitation 1, hour of rain 1, cloud covering 94, rain 8.18 inches, precipitation 0.18 inches. Possibility of thunderstorms is 33%. Possibility of precipitation is 55%. So I'm going to go ahead and just say this right now. I think we have about a 50-50 chance of this thing launching. No, because of all the other news outlets. I'm going to say that we have about a 70% chance of launching inside of the window. I think it's 70% favorable, about 30% unfavorable. But we know how Texas weather can be. It's sort of kind of like Florida. It's very unpredictable, especially near the coast. So I'm going to say that weather is not going to be too much of an issue. But yeah, so things are going down at Starbase. We have road closures now, weather issues. We just have a lot of different things going on at Starbase. But what not a lot of people are talking about is the flight plan. So we're actually in this stream going to be talking about that exact flight plan. So let me go ahead and pull up a separate tab so that I can pull up this flight plan. Because I do not think I covered it in my last video. I covered the actual like stuff that was going to happen. So let me go ahead and share that tab, which would be. I did share all this information. Went down and looked at any of this or showed any of this. So talk about this. So at 1 hour and 55 or T minus 1 hour and 15 minutes, SpaceX flight director conducts poll and verifies propellant load. For anybody who is not familiar to the Starship program, that basically means that they're going to basically talk to all the engineers, all the people, and say, is Starship ready to load fuels like liquid methane and liquid oxygen so it can launch? And if everybody says yes, then they will have go for propellant load, which means that they will start loading propellants. Firstly, in the ship. So at T-minus 53 minutes before launch is ship fuel liquid methane load underway, which is the start of methane load. At about 45 minutes and 20 seconds will be the ship LOX load, or the liquid oxygen load, startup or underway. At 41 minutes and 37 seconds, booster fuel load underway. 35 minutes and 52 seconds, booster LOX load underway. Fuel is just another word for methane, and then LOX is just liquid oxygen. At T-minus 19 minutes and 40 seconds, Raptors begin engine chill down on booster and ship. I do want to talk about that just really quickly. Engine chill down is basically they run propellants through the turbines and stuff, but don't actually like send it into the combustion chamber to ignite. They just basically run it through the engine to cool it down, because you can imagine the 90-degree weather there at Starbase, and then you have really cold propellants shooting into the tube. You can imagine that's going to cause problems. So they basically take the propellants and put the cryogenic propellants, which are super cold at like negative 200 something degrees, push them into the fuel lines to basically say, all right, engines are chilled down enough, we can actually flow the propellants in for the launch. So let me go ahead and send back to this one. Okay. That is on booster and ship. So at T-minus 3 minutes and 20 seconds is ship prop load complete. 2 minutes and 25 is booster prop load complete. So that basically means that all the propellant has been loaded into the ship and booster. Therefore, the tanks are full and propellant load is complete. T-minus 30 seconds will be SpaceX flight director verifies go for launch. Basically meaning that he will again go to all the different systems, Raptors, engineers, all the different things, and will if everybody says go, if the flight director is okay to go, he will say Starship is go for launch, and then the commentator, or whatever he's called for the day, will say Starship is go for launch. At T-minus 10 seconds, flame deflector activation. It's that huge plate under the pad that shoots the water up that keeps the actual booster from destroying the pad. At T-minus 3 seconds, Raptor ignition sequence begins. And then at T-minus 0 seconds, T-minus and T-plus 0 seconds, you have excitement guaranteed, or launch, or liftoff, or whatever you want to say. I'm going to say launch. So this is the actual flight plan. These are just the T-minus counts and the T-plus counts. We will get to the T-plus counts in just a second. So this is the countdown. We will get to the timeline in just a second, but I will show you the launch profile for this launch. So Starship will start up here. It will launch. It will ascend. It will do its pitch over maneuver over the skies of the Gulf of Mexico. And then after a certain amount of time, we will cover that in just a second. The booster most of the booster's engines will shut down, called MECO, or most engines cut off in this case. While that happens, the ship will ignite its engines, and it will go shooting out the side of the hot staging ring. And the booster and the ship will separate. The booster will flip and do a short little boost back burn to get into the Gulf. So this time they are not going for a catch of the booster. I repeat, they are not going for a catch of the booster. Then this is not exactly how this is going to look. But then the hot staging ring will separate off of the booster somewhere in between these two. And then you have super heavy descent, which will be going over the Gulf of Mexico, and then a water landing over the Gulf of America, because SpaceX calls it the Gulf of America just because they're an aerospace company and they have to abide by that. So, and after stage separation, the ship side of things, the ship will continue burning until about T plus 8 minutes and about 58 seconds. And then that will be ship engine cutoff, or SECO, SECO, ship engine cutoff, or second stage or second engine cutoff for all the other rockets. And then it will coast in the vacuum of space for a while. It will do its payload bay deployment or its payload, the Dumbling deployment. They have 8 satellites in this one, and the Raptor engine relay at some point between the coast phase, or in the coast phase between ship engine cutoff and reentry. And then hopefully we get to see this. Starship will re-enter Earth's atmosphere and will be hitting that air and compressing the air into plasma. That is the most dangerous part of the flight. Then it will do its belly flop maneuver. So it'll come down, it'll flip, landing burn, and splash down, and then hopefully splash down in the Indian Ocean. So that is the flight plan for this launch. So let's go ahead and go over the flight timeline. All times are approximate. Hours, minutes, seconds, events, yeah. So at T plus 2 seconds is liftoff. At 1 minute and 2 seconds is max Q, moment of peak aerodynamic stresses on the rocket. So basically, as the rocket goes up, it gets faster and faster. And then there's a certain point where it's going super fast. And also, it's still kind of in the thicker parts of the atmosphere. And that will be the most amount of pressure and stress that it will be feeling throughout the flight, except for re-entry, because that has a lot of pressure and stress and all that. So, at 2 minutes, or T plus 2 minutes and 36 seconds, you will have super heavy MECO, or most engines cut off, which is the engine shutdown of the booster, except for the inner 3 engines. At T plus 2 minutes and 38 seconds is hot staging, ship Raptor engines ignite, and stage separation, which we already talked about. At 2 minutes and 48 seconds, so about 10 seconds later, super heavy boost back startup. So it'll do that flip. It'll reignite the outer 10 engine, or the inner 10 engines, along with the center 3. And about 50 seconds later, at 3 minutes and 38 seconds, will be super heavy boost back burn shutdown, which is the shutdown of the engines. At 2 seconds later, at 3 minutes and 40 seconds, T plus 3 minutes and 40 seconds, hot staging jettison will be the hot staging ring coming off of the top of the booster. At 6 minutes and 20 seconds will be the super heavy landing burn startup. And then hopefully 20 seconds later will be the super heavy landing burn shutdown. So the super heavy will hover a couple hundred feet above the water and make a hard splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico, basically ending booster 16. At 8 minutes and 57 seconds is ship engine cutoff. Hopefully we can get to that again today. I'm pretty confident that we will. I'm almost certain that we're going to make it to SECO this time. There's a little tiny bit of doubt, but I've been, over the last couple of days, very, very, very slowly getting rid of that doubt. I was at like 20%. Then I was at 10, and now I'm at like 5%. That they're not going to make it. But again, there's the other 95% of me that says they are going to make it. So, at 18 minutes and 27 seconds will be the payload deployment startup. So they will start deploying those Dumbling satellites. They will open the door and start shooting out those Dumblings. At 25 minutes and 32 seconds will be payload deployment demo complete. So that will be the end of it. So about, give or take, about 7-ish minutes later will be when they stop shooting out those demo satellites. At 37 minutes and 48 seconds, so around another 7 minutes, right? 5 and sorry, I am very wrong. It's like 13 minutes or something. Will be the Raptor in space relight demo. So they're basically just going to relight one of the center Raptor engines on the ship. At T minus or T plus 47 minutes and 29 seconds will be the beginning of Starship entry, basically re-entry. 1 hour and 3 minutes. 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 15 seconds into flight, Starship will be transonic, hopefully. At 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 30 seconds, Starship will be subsonic, again, hopefully. 1 hour and 6 minutes, or 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 14 seconds will hopefully be the start of that landing flip. And then about 6 seconds later will be the startup of the landing burn. And then at 6 minutes, or 1 hour, 6 minutes, and 30 seconds will be hopefully, if everything goes well on this flight, which I think it will, we will see the first ever Block 2 landing of the ship. So that is the flight plan for this launch. It is long. It will be stressful. I absolutely know it's going to be stressful, not only for the SpaceX team, but also us as the Starship community that wants to see this rocket, this right here, go where it is right now. Let me turn off my blur so you can actually see it and turn off my studio lighting. Mars. We want it to go to Mars. We want it to make it there, but it cannot make it there if we do not have if it cannot make it past reentry and second engine cutoff and stuff like that. So we need this flight to go well. We probably aren't going to hit the targeted goal of going to Mars next year, but hopefully 2 years, 3 years from now, we'll be off to Mars. So, yeah, that is the flight plan. I really hope you guys are as excited as me with this. I am honestly just super excited to finally have another flight of this vehicle. Second to last flight. Let me actually turn off my background for a second. Let me just turn that off and turn off portrait. I am going to say that when I cover the stream, I will be over here. So I will be over on that desk right there, covering the stream instead of the desk that I am currently on, which is like my main streaming and editing desk. But then I have that desk over there that is specifically for my 3D printer and everything over there, and my my launch streams. So I am very excited for this flight. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I am really excited for you guys to, if this is the first time you are seeing a Starship flight, welcome for one. And two, you are in for a very exciting ride no matter what happens on Sunday. So the current T minus, I have to check because it has been a hot minute since I have checked. We are about T minus. I really should have this pulled up, but I don't. I'm just checking NSF's stream. Okay. We are T minus 49 hours, 63 minutes, and about 10 seconds until the next, or until the startup of that window. So, yeah, we have a lot, and I mean a lot, to look forward to in the next couple of days. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I am super excited for Starship Flight 10. I hope you are too. This is going to be one heck of a flight, people. This is going to be one heck of a flight. So, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for subscribing and all the things that you guys do. This has been Matthew from Space Exploration, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.
Ship 36 just blew up.